Modular Mac Pro. I really don't know if this thing is gonna be cool or if it's truly going to suck, and I'm hoping you all can set me straight. Why do I feel like I'm always criticizing Apple? I actually really love Apple. If you've ever listened to my podcast, you know I love their products, I love their philosophy, I love the company. But here we go again. We gotta talk about the Modular Mac Pro that Apple is reportedly working on. The Mac Pro, their venerated top tier machine, it hasn't been updated since 2013. And of course, Apple's still selling the Mac Pro just like it's the most current thing. They dropped the price once a little bit, but it's still for sale. But according to new reports, Apple is working on a new Mac Pro and it's supposed to be ready sometime this year. Now, if you've ever listened to my podcast, The Cultcast, you know we talked about the Mac Pro update on a recent episode, and we were reviewing what they were reportedly working on, and I literally could not believe what I was seeing. No, not in a good way. When we were looking at the reported stackable module Mac Pro, I was like, no, there's no way this is real. There's no way that Apple is building a computer system that looks the same as a stack of flapjacks at IHOP. And then I thought, okay, maybe I'm just being too critical. What do you guys think about the new Modular Mac Pro? And let's let you guys set me straight in the comments down below. So, the Modular Mac Pro. Imagine this. You get yourself a new Mac Pro, and then 6 months to a year later, a new CPU comes out, a new GPU comes out. Well, instead of having to wait for Apple to maybe eventually update the entire machine, you just get to replace one module in the stack, and then poof, you're up and running with the new hottest parts, baby. So that's reportedly how the new Mac Pro is supposed to work. Think of a bunch of Mac Minis. I'm sure you guys have seen information about this online. One stack is the main computer. If you want to add a new GPU, you just add another stack that holds the GPU housing, maybe another stack that holds hard drives. So you buy all these different stacks, and then you cram the component that you want into the little module that you've purchased, and through a proprietary communication port, all these pieces in the stack are all communicating with each other. And so you have a Mac Pro that you can easily update with the newest components. How does that sound? So looking on the bright side, you'll finally have a computer that you can keep current. This has always been Apple's biggest problem with all their computers. New CPUs will come out, new GPUs will come out, new technology will come out, and then Apple just doesn't introduce it into the Mac line, and then you're left purchasing a computer with parts that are 2+ years old and you're paying full price for it. It's crazy. I mean, think about this, the iMac was just updated for the first time in almost 2 years. The iMac hadn't been updated since June 2017. This is Apple's biggest problem, in my opinion, is they're constantly letting their Macs get older and older without putting the newest modern components in, and yet they still charge full price for their machines, and it's kind of embarrassing for them. So on one hand, I really like the idea of the Mac Pro, even though it seems absurd that you're gonna have all these stackable units on top of one another. It's kind of cool because you could just buy the modules that you need, maybe save a few bucks here and there, probably not. And then when new components come out, you just jam them in there and you're good to go. No more waiting a year or two for the newest hardware. But that's where my positivity starts to wane a little bit. Doesn't this whole concept just kind of feel a little bit ridiculous? Like, why can't we just have a tower like Apple used to have with the Power Mac G5, where you just pop off the side and you put all the components that you want internally into the computer? Why do we have to reinvent the wheel here and have this modular system with all these sure to be expensive modules stacked on top of one another? It just kind of feels like the Homer car. Yes, I said it, the Homer car. It seems like it's ridiculously over-architected to do something that could be done very simply by just giving us a G5 Power Mac-esque computer where you can pop off the side and put in the components that you want. But my main apprehension, of course, is gonna be the price. You know these modular pieces on the Mac Pro are gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Oh, you want an SD card on your Mac Pro? Oh, you better buy the SD card module, $600. Oh, you want a GPU? Hope you got 2 to 3 G's lying around, my friend. It's gonna be like Red cameras, where they release a proprietary piece of technology and you can only use their brand of SSD or their brand of battery for the camera, so they can charge literally whatever they want for it. So yes, it's gonna be powerful, I have no doubt. It's probably gonna be eminently expandable with all these little modules stacked on top of one another. But if you're not a true pro, if you're not somebody working in the Hollywood movie industry or something that can afford to spend $10, $15, plus $20,000, who knows, on a Mac Pro, it's gonna leave you out of the market. I have a feeling. But I could be wrong. I hope you guys will let me know in the comments down below. Is the Modular Mac Pro gonna be the computer of the future, or is it going to be the Homer Car 2.0? No! But that's all I got for now. But if you wanna see more content just like this, make sure you head on over and you go like this, tickle the underside of that subscribe button. What does this mean? I'm not sure. I've got so much great tech content on the way. My name is Erfon Elijah, Gadget Hunter, and I'll see you guys next time.